I could have sworn there was a start screen, but okay, so there it is. Before I begin, I feel the need to explain a few things. First and foremost, assuming you actually go to and watch this vid as I ask, basically what I'm gonna be doing here, and occasionally on Sundays when I feel up to doing so, I'm going to be doing streams for my son. So hopefully you're watching this, and to you, Mel, I'm hoping you'll let him watch these. Like I put on my message, I'll try my best not to swear. You know I do have a problem with that, and I'm gonna try my best not to. And you don't have to worry whenever I direct you to these videos, or whenever you check them out, and you'll be able to see them, see which ones are which, because I will always put Dad Plays before anyone that I do for him specifically, so you'll know that that's what it's for. And if you're catching this on YouTube, it'll be easy, because I'll make a playlist specifically for the ones that I play for him, and I promise I'm not going to play anything that's too extreme for him. At least anything that, as far as I know. There is one game that I have slated to play eventually called Shyness. I've literally not actually played the whole game or played through it, but it doesn't look to be too bad. It's mostly cartoon fighting, kind of like this. I chose this one as the first one just because it's, well, a work of art, technically. And I figured he could get into watching it and stuff, and maybe we can do some interactions with him if he likes what he's watching and everything. He can pick out the weapons that I use or something, I don't know. But I'm just not good at talking long distance, and I'm even worse at one-sided conversations like this. So I'm just going to be doing my best here to try some kind of interaction, because I want interaction with him. I want him to know about me and to talk to him on a regular basis, even if it's not actually a two-sided thing, because I know he's pretty young and probably doesn't really have the attention span for talking for long periods on the phone, or even short periods for that matter, probably. But I'm pretty sure this will be semi-entertaining. I mean, I'm hoping. If not, you can always let me know, and I can try to change it up or something. I mean, I just want to do something for him that's from me, and not just a yearly present, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, also, if you have any ideas on that regard, feel free to drop me a line, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, come on. It's not exactly like I had a role model in that regard. And since I can't exactly easily just come see him like I'd like to, I've got to figure out how best to interact with him. Anyways, here we go. I'm going to be playing Okami, which, like I said, is a pretty artsy looking game. It is really a good game. I mean, I remember playing it back in the day. Okay, view map, point of view. Huh, they changed it. Experiment, jump, confirm, bite, dig, yeah. Sub-weapon, tackle, main weapon, okay. Fleet foot, yeah. Celestial brush, okay. Fan menu, okay. That's options menu. Oh, I hate when they put things like that on there. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Camera control. No, I want normal with the light, I guess. I don't know what that's supposed to filter. Sound, yeah, we want that all good. I'm not gonna lie, there are some kind of adult settings and stuff, but alright. Alright, so here we go, I think. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a tiny village by the name of Kamiki. Legend tells of an horrible beast that threatened the residents. It also tells of the wolf that risked it all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, this wolf stood up against a beast many times its size and banished the darkness. This ethereal wolf's valiant act ushered in an air of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. I really hope this does not go back into that same thing. Anyways, I hope you're doing alright, kiddo. I know it's been quite a while since we've seen each other, and why do I have the feeling that that just went into that again? Yeah, it did. Alright. Oops. A tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. By the way, kid, if your mom corrects any of my pronunciations, believe whatever she says, because, well, for one, she's smarter, and for two, I'm not very good at pronunciation. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To sate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual feast. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size, and this is a lot darker than I remember it being, of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dare disobey the horrific beast. AKA a Hydra. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranu. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside. The village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the cursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Oh. This is longer than I remember. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened... Okay, I know I'm gonna mess this one up. Tsukumu Yomi, and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness onto the world. Utter that prayer onto me and unleash my power. I'm not gonna lie, this game looks a lot prettier on the PS4 than it did on the PS2. A horrible tragedy A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood sprite Sakuya. Yeah, I don't think I can do a female voice, so I'm just gonna read that normally. How troublesome. This is just the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu. Now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. And you won't get this, but by your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Or Captain Wolf. Okami Amaterasu. And I know I'm butchering that latter one, for which I apologize. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such wonderful spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and beautiful country of Nippon, but never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Laughter. Phew, what on earth? You again. Ow, 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 ow. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. Wandering artist Isun. I'm probably butchering that one too. I'll show you just how great I am. It won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. What do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, though? Have to admit, it was a decent depiction. What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it, you look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denko Maru, against you. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh great God, Amatetsuru. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on, their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you, I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit? That's the fruit that girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Alright, finally. Going in the high place. The only way we're going to reach that is some kind of special power. Okay. We're leading back to the village. Ouch! Okay. Hold on 1 second here. Alrighty. There it is. Yeah, let's turn those mini games off. Alright, and back to the game. Oh, so that quick one to there. Alright. And, alright, back to the game. Hello. So much talking. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right... Yeah. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? By the way, just for the record, I have no intention of reading the... What the... Okay, something got inverted here. Yeah, gotta change that right now. Oops, wrong button. Why up and down, or I'll figure it out in a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, gotta completely reverse it. I don't know who decided to make that, but there we go. Alright, that's better. Look at that. Alrighty. Hold on. That's an orange in here. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Yeah, basically this is the save spot. Which, if your mother's introduced you to any games of the variety where you use saves, I'm sure you've seen a few. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. Yes, yes, I know. Alright. Alright, I hate to say this because it makes me seem lazy now, but I'm probably gonna stop reading some of this stuff because it's mostly just basically it's just the tutorial, it isn't actually story based. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of skip the talking about that stuff just because finally. Listen, Amy, ever heard of spirits of the brush? good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. I'd take it all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? It's just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. Yeah. It's one of many brush techniques that's used by the brush. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us. But, God or no God, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Yeah. Anyways, I've kind of gotten off track here, and I apologize for that. River of Heavens. Stardust River. But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that a little puddle over there, could it? Yeah, it's trying to make me do this, which I don't want to do right now. Oh. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. Okay, it's gonna do this. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look at... Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? Nope, it's just you. There's one missing. I guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. What the heck? Alright, I get it. And yes, Dad is not particularly grand at video games, Farron. Yogigami. Or Yomagami, actually, I believe is the right pronunciation. I don't know, I'm not very good with Japanese. It can be very confusing at times. Why, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu, I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of the stardust. Whoa! Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Alright, kiddo. Really? It's gonna do this? Actually, yeah, I can, but... Alrighty. Well, the heavens, but what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing. And from what your mom said, this is probably going to drive you nuts since I'm not drawing inside the lines. I could swear there was another spot where you can do this with an overview, but I just felt the need to draw it all. I'm pretty sure you don't actually have to. Look what you found, Furball. This astral pouch here. It can swallow up. Yeah. Basically, it's kind of like a revival item. Anyways, kiddo, I hear you're doing pretty good for the most part. Or at least it looks like you are from what your mom's been posting. I have to say I'm pretty impressed and proud at how much you've not just grown, but also how talented you are and how much you gotten good at stuff. I mean, from what your mom's posted and said and stuff, you are both talking and reading pretty decently for your age, which is probably better than mine. I already know you probably read better than I did at your age. I wonder if I can come back here at some point, because I do know you eventually unlock a tower that lets you go on water and stuff. And I haven't played this game in a long, long time. Anyways, yeah, I'm not very sort of good at talking for long periods. I mean, if you could find a subject that I like, that I'm like super interested in, I mean, if we were actually conversing, if you were able to converse with me the way I'd like, which unfortunately I know you're not old enough to do yet, but I mean, I could probably talk and talk and talk when it comes to you. I mean, finding out about you and everything, but yeah, I won't bore you too much with that and get on with this. And it's almost an hour, so I'm probably gonna cut this short soon, just because I know you probably won't be watching this for longer than an hour, even though I can go for hours at a time when it comes to stuff like this. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens, and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See that sword? It's really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. By the way, as soon as I get to a decent save point, I will stop. And Mel, I'm gonna make a point of saying this right now, assuming you watched this or looked at it, which I'm hoping you did, but if you did, assuming you did, I would really appreciate it if you let me know if you think it would be a good idea for me to do videos trying to stick with the story, or whether I should play on my own as I feel like it and just pick up whenever. Please let me know about this and whether or not you think I should or shouldn't, and what length you think I should make the videos, etc. I really would appreciate your input on this, because you know him better than I do, and I'm just really trying to make this for him as much as I can. So, yeah, could you please give me some feedback? Alright, now on with the game. That really was your brushwork all this time. How do you get so good, exactly? Who are you, anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a... Huh, what does that look like? Mouse? With a sword? Okay, that's kind of cool. Tachigami. Well, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there's anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Yay, I got the sword slash technique. Which is pretty fun in this game. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Yes. Wait a minute. If you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui, you know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi. When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi, it's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you. It won't believe it until I see it. I'm not even sure if we can cut the boulder. Okay, yeah, we can. Finally. Yeah, cutting the fire doesn't do much. Oh boy. Not quite what I had planned, but yeah. By the way, kiddo, don't ever play with knives and stuff like that. At least not unless your mother's taught you how. Which I'm hoping she will one day. Seeing as that is semi-important to know. Oh yeah, that's right, if you cut the grass it turns into food. Now I remember. Let's see, did I miss any? No, wait. Yeah, there's some. Come back here. There we go. Yeah, one of the few places where you can swim and not die. Wow, really? That respawned already? Whoops, broke my ink. Still not entirely used to not having the ink the way I like. Anyways, I'm going to finish cutting up this field, or try to anyways. Even though I would really like to keep doing this, the fact of the matter is, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is too long for you, kiddo, so I'm gonna save and stop here now. And hopefully your mom will get back to me and let me know how I should do this from now on. And I know you're never actually gonna catch this live, probably, but at least you can get the archives and stuff. So yeah, I'll get off here, take care of that, and let your mom know, and hopefully I'll hear back from her. On how to proceed from this. Either way, next Sunday I'll be posting again, so whether I hear back from her or not, hopefully I will. Anyways, until then, I'll catch you later, kiddo. Good night, Farron. I love you.